Hi guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. I sound like a broken record, but holy smokes, what a beautiful day in October. It is so gorgeous out. And of course, you know, the videos being loaded are not in sync with the date because I still am trying to get caught up. That's why I'm doing 4 videos a week, trying to get to the point where what I'm showing you is what we're doing right now. But I am still trying to get caught up. Trying to get some loaded every day. But anyway, another beautiful day. Chris is outside. I can hear the power tools, so of course the curiosity is driving me bananas. I have to get around to making my kombucha today because it is 2 or 3 weeks overdue. So basically it becomes vinegar. So what I'm going to do today, I've got my first batch of tea bags steeping to make the 1 jug, and what I'm gonna do, look at this Scobie, like it is out of control. It actually came apart into 2 when I had, because I couldn't, it wouldn't even come out of the jar. So the Scobie keeps getting thicker as well as time goes by. So I think I might actually put on Facebook that if anybody near me wants a really good Scobie to start making their own kombucha, they're welcome to come and get one. I'll have a couple of extra spares. I don't even know what to do with it. I don't know if you can freeze it. Rita got me started on this, and I don't really know if you can freeze a Scobie to save it for someone, because it is really nice to get a really good established Scobie. When Rita gave me half of hers, she cut it half like this, and it was so funny because the Scobie went to the size of the circumference of the jar, and the half moon shape that she cut off hers to give me was still there, and it just attaches itself, but the Scobie develops and goes to the circumference of whatever jar you're using. So it's really interesting to see this thing grow and develop, and I hate to just throw it out. A lot of people are trying to do this, and the kombucha is so good for you, especially if you're using organic juices. I found I don't know where it is now. I found a bottle of organic cherry juice that I had been looking for, and of course it was down in this cabinet here in the living room in the bottom behind a bunch of stuff. I thought it was out with the other stuff, and I knew there was a bottle here somewhere, but I couldn't find it. Anyhow, I'm going to get started on this, and I'm going to take you outside to see what Chris is up to. But before I do that, just want to ask you to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. And if you want a really good Scobie, message me. We're just outside of Drayton Valley. Have Scobie, we'll deliver. Anyway, let's get going. Now what I'm also gonna do, I put the kombucha that was in the 1 bottle that I made with the Haskap juice that I love so much was in this bottle. Now again, it kind of turns to vinegar. So what I did, I've been saving these green bottles. Chris makes fun of me all the time. He calls me Jar Jar Binks. Any of you who have kids and have watched the new Star Wars, there's a goofy character called Jar Jar Binks. And because I save Jar Jars everywhere, there are jars everywhere, he makes fun of me for that. But look at all the jars that I have to put my kombucha in with the nice corks. I mean, these are very expensive. And as far as all the salsa jars and spaghetti jars and everything that I save, we went into town last week to get some jars to make more relish, the zucchini relish, and there was 1 box of jars in the whole town. So yeah, make fun of me all you want, but I save jars, bottles, everything. And the green bottles are good because they don't let the light in. And I have brown sealers as well for making silver, what is it? can't remember. Anyway, I save all of my jars. So I've got another one that I didn't get drank. So I don't know if I want to put that in. I think I'm going to put that in a different green bottle because of course these turn to vinegar, and then you can just mix them with some avocado oil and they're going to make awesome salad dressing. Another thing you don't have to go to the store and buy. Not that I eat a lot of salads, and especially with keto, you don't eat a lot of salads. And I don't like salads anyway. I don't like rabbit food. If it doesn't have cream cheese in it, it's not really worth eating, is it? But anyway, this is the Scobie from just one. So it automatically broke into two, and you can see the layers, right? So I could definitely share this with somebody. And I also, you might have noticed that I have a little bit of a red mask around my nose. I have severe sleep apnea, and my mask, now that the weather's drier, has been leaving a little red mask around my nose. I have one of the ones now that goes just on my nose, not my mouth. So I just emptied a clean bottle of distilled water that I use in my CPAP machine. So I was gonna just dump this in the compost, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strain this. That way you still get the mother, but you get the slime all out of it. And the mother, when you go to buy like Bragg's organic apple cider vinegar and things like that, the stuff in the bottom of the bottle is what they call the mother. That's the good stuff. So, you know, you shake it before you use it and that sort of thing. So I'm actually going to save this kombucha because it's sort of going to be like a really good vinegar. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but we do buy apple cider vinegar organic stuff to feed to the chickens. So I'm going to do some research, but for now I'm not going to throw this out. I've got a clean jug. It had distilled water in it, so I'm going to save it. And I saw on one post on Facebook about people, you know, we're all talking about the shortages and supply chains and everything else, and even getting vinegar and things like that might be a problem. So I'm not throwing this out. I'm saving it. I'm not throwing the jug out. I'm not throwing the jars out. I'm not throwing the bottles out. And I'm not throwing the kombucha out. So you can call me crazy, but I'm not throwing the Scobie out either. I might just freeze it and see if it works. If it doesn't, whatever, I'm not losing anything. So just thought I'd let you know what I'm doing with that. And if anybody close to me is interested in a really good Scobie, I got one for you. So there you go. I've got almost 4 liters of the vinegar. I mean, it even looks like organic apple cider vinegar, and it's definitely organic. I've got my reserve 2 cups to put a cup of reserve in each of the big bottles. Got lots of Scooby-Doo, and I think I'm gonna get these bottles washed. I'm gonna get all these washed. So I've got some vinegar to make salad dressing. I've got 4 liters of this. I've got my reserve. I got my Scobies. I'm gonna get the jars all washed and then get going on getting the finished product made. I will, in the meantime, let's go outside and snoop because it's just killing me not knowing what's going on out there. Hello, Rusty. How are you doing today? Tell everybody how you attacked me as soon as I opened my bedroom door this morning. We're calling you dinner. Let's go see what the workers are doing. Leave one of my legs there and see if I can do this on one. See, it's got the outdoor plug attached there, and the light actually ended up being a bronze color, so it's going to get spray painted. That'll never do. Make the designer very unhappy. Wow, look at this. Almost got both sides of those little walls done down there. At least I think the other side's done. good thing I tricked me. You can see how long this is with the wood on it here. And it's just, I mean, it's a shame it's not going to show, but it'll be nice if it's the same on the other side in the living room to have so few joints. Because of course they don't show then when the shrinkage happens. So you can see that wall is done up to the ceiling. Just a little bit to go across to this area. This wall is almost done, and then we'll go up over the door. But looks really good. This room seems so small now that the wood's on. This side of this wall isn't done yet, but again, they're using cut-offs to do that, which is really smart. If you really think about when you're cutting your wood and where the joints are and everything, and what your cut-off is going to be, then it'll end up doing whole walls on both sides. You can see the wires hanging down. I think the lights, there's two in this little room. They're LED lights, so they're really bright. And I think they're every 4 feet in the main area. So nice to see this done. It just looks so much more like we're getting close to being able to finish the inside. And yeah, those two secans are so close together, it's not going to take much to spray foam in between them. We had been thinking it was going to be so much more. The potatoes are still curing in the bathroom. I guess we'll have to put them away pretty soon. But I'm really excited. Just want to check on the greenhouse and see what the temperature is out here. Oh my goodness, it's still like, can you see that? Oh, there you go. 110? Wow. Yeah, the dirt's getting pretty dry in here. Tomatoes still aren't ripening as fast as I would like. I guess these are starting. I thought I might pick a few tomatoes. I got tomatoes on the brain. Thought I might pick a few strawberries. If some of them, oh yeah, these are looking pretty darn good. I just can't believe, I mean, there were lots of strawberries where I grew up, but strawberry season was the beginning of July. So there's some more there and there. I think I might leave them another day. They're a little on the white side. I need to get over there to trim those, but I can't reach because the tomato box is in here. So I'm going to leave them. And there's a nice bunch coming in here. Oh, there's some nice suckers. I should put that close to the, or I'm just gonna, I pressed it into the dirt. I don't know if I maybe inadvertently pulled them out earlier. I mean, this looks like new growth on the oregano, and then it's gone to seed. I should get into my book. Oh, and look at the basil gone to seed again. Oh, I hope somebody can tell me what to do about that basil. It's just driving me nuts. Oh, and there's a water bottle. I need one for Javix, so I'll take that with me. But yeah, that's it's a nice day, so it's not cold out, but I just wanted to see what the temperature was in here, and I think I'm gonna have to water this stuff tomorrow for sure. It's getting pretty dry. This is not, like I said before, Not happy with this greenhouse. It's a piece of junk. But we've made the best of it for now. Now I'm just gonna get this first batch of kombucha put in the big jar. I've got 2 of these big pickle jars. I got the pickle jars at Costco. I save all these tea bags too and put them in the compost. Oh, I broke one, so now I've got tea on my hand. These big pickle jars at Costco with pickles in them, and I mean they're like a ridiculous price. They're so cheap. I think you would pay as much for the pickle jar, the jar alone, if you were to buy a jar. So I've got a little more than I need of the starter. So you put a couple, you reserve some of this from the batch. So I've got a little more cup there, 2 cups I mean, so I've got enough for 2. Yeah, that's about right for the first one. And then I'm putting my pot of steeped tea in here. See some tea in there as well. And my Scobie. Now, I don't know whether to put the slimy part of the Scobie in or the new part of the Scobie that formed on top. I'm putting the older part of the Scobie in there. So that's what it looks like now. Nice and dark. I let that tea steep way longer than I needed to. So I've actually got a whole bunch of Scobie left here. I'm actually going to look online to see if I can freeze Scobies. Because it is a lot of work and a lot of effort to get a Scobie that is this well established. So I'm going to go online and see if I can. It seems to me like I'm missing something. I'm going to look at my recipe because I think I'm missing something here. Oh, 4 cups of cool water. And yeah, okay, so I missed 4 cups of water. That's why the jar doesn't look full enough to me. So I'm going to dump this. This is a 4-cup measuring cup, so I'm going to dump this into the other jar so it's ready for the second batch. And then I can put the 4 cups of water. That's what I was missing. And I'm also using the water from the filtered tap to do my 4 cups. I make my tea and coffee with the filtered water as well. I thought this jar didn't look full enough, so I'm glad I checked. So there we go. Now that looks right. I've got the jars almost full. So, and again, I started cleaning out my bottles to put the kombucha in, not realizing, okay, this has to sit in the cupboard for a week before you actually put it in the bottles with your juice to make your kombucha. So I'm kind of starting over again, like I said, only because I've been laid up with this broken ankle. I was trying to do it every Sunday and I didn't get it done. So I did save all of the kombucha to make for vinegar, and I'm going to keep that and just start over. So in 7 days I'll have enough to make another batch of kombucha. So, and I'm going to use that organic cherry juice and my Haskap juice that I made. Now I've gone ahead, I've got my second bowl of water with my sugar and my tea steeping. I just added this in here. I already put that extra 4 cups of water in there with the starter, the reserve, I should say. and there's still a little bit in here from the Scobie. Now I went on, there's a Facebook, an off-grid Facebook page for Alberta, and I put on there that I had extra Scobie, and somebody almost immediately said that hers was ruined and she needed a new one. So I'm going to give her one of them, and that way it'll get her started on that and it doesn't go to waste. I did check online and you can freeze them apparently, so I'm going to do that with the rest. I don't want it to go to waste, but I'm glad that I can give one to someone else too and get her started on it again. Well, it's been another good day at Tiny Home Living, and so happy to see that tongue and groove getting done. Got some kombucha made, cleaned the bathroom today because the maid hasn't showed up in quite some time. I love it when people say, "You have a maid?" No, I don't have a maid. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. I just want to ask you to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. And we'll see you next time.